Hey guys, what's up? This is Biotech Productions, and yes, I have been gone, I believe since November or since September. Either way, it's just a lot has really happened over the past just 7 months, guys. A lot has really happened. Sadly, I did lose the last relationship I was in. I got over that pretty quick, but also I'm in a new relationship as well, so I've been kind of busy with that. I just finished actually my spring semester of college about a week ago. So I just finished that. I just finished finals. It's been a lot on my plate. Why haven't I made any spare time to really make a recording, make it even a gameplay with an extra video explaining why I've been gone. But anyway, I'm gonna change things up a bit. I've been getting into this new hobby called prepping. A lot of you may know what this is. A lot of you may even be preppers yourselves. To be honest, prepping is just preparing for a natural disaster, earthquake, terrorist attack, whatever it is. It's just preparing and being ready and knowing what to do whenever disaster strikes. So I'm going to go over my bug out bag. As you can see, I'm going to be going over everything that's in here, and everything is pretty straightforward. I'm still adding a few things, so don't judge me if nothing is perfect in here. But anyway guys, I will make a separate video explaining really why I've been gone, but that's just to give you a short introduction. But anyway, here's the video. Alright guys, so this right here is my bug out bag. Now what exactly is bugging out? Now a lot of people would attribute it to, let's say, getting basically to safety whenever your home or wherever you're staying cannot exactly be a place that's safe anymore. It's a safe house, a haven, a sanctuary, whatever you want to call it guys, a home. It just cannot provide safety for you anymore, so you gotta go and you have that destination in mind and you just want to get you and your family to safety. Now this in particular is actually a vehicle bug out bag. This one is actually I always put this in my car every day. I bungee this to the back seat of my truck, and it's always safe there. I've never had any complaints about it other than people say, what are you afraid of, in a joking manner, but anyway, that's about it. I believe that everyone should have one of these. This is actually my 3-day pack, which should be the minimum you should ever make a bug out bag being, because that's enough time to get to where you need to go or to come up with a new plan. This should also contain food, anything like that. I'm going to go over everything that's in this bag as well. This bag is the, I want to say, True Spec. Yes, and again, I'm not promoting any certain products. It's just I have what I have. So anyway, moving on. The bag itself, your bag should contain, I want to say, around a minimum of like three pouches, if anything. This one has about 6 if you include the 2 side ones in the back pocket as well. This also includes some MOLLE bag, which is kind of what you want, which has the straps on the outside. You can call the military tactical backpack. You can kind of clip anything you want on here. As you can see, I clipped a little carabiner compass, as you can see, just a spare. And this right here is a little carabiner, little pocket knife as well. This is like my tertiary knife, along with a little light. You can see that lights up, and also along with, I think this is like a really mini chainsaw for cutting wood. And this also clips onto the bag, as you can see, and it could just be there if you ever need it. As you can see, I have a zombie outbreak response team. I got this at a military surplus store just because this looked really plain on its own, so. And that also adds it actually makes your bag more customizable and personal as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the outside to the inside, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so on the outside, as you can see, it's all black, tactical black, as you can see. It's got pretty comfortable straps as well, along with some breathable padding, Also comes with a buckle so it can support itself. And something that I've mentioned, which is this right here, but I've not mentioned, something that I've come up with is this right here, and I'll explain that in a little bit. On the outside, I got a O2 Cool Mr. Water bottle. This is very great, especially if it's very hot outside. This bag actually has come in handy, not for bugging out, but like for the things I needed that were inside it. This right here, if you're going camping, you're going to the beach, you can basically just take one of these, and you got a good mister bottle, put a lot of water in here to mist yourself in the face, and it feels really good on a hot summer day. On the other side, I have some protective glasses right here in case there's dust in the air or anything like that, and I want to keep my eyes safe, especially during the nighttime. I got these as well. This might not be the best pocket for it, but you're gonna want to have something to protect your eyes other than sunglasses as well. And like I said in the beginning, guys, this bag is not complete. I'm still working on making this a complete bag. Now, this right here is my M48 Tactical Commando knife. This was 20 bucks at Academy, really cheap for a big knife. Some people ask me that I know personally saying, why do you need such a big knife? What's the deal? You know, because I want this to be, as you can see, my primary knife. I do not want this, I don't want to keep using a bunch of knives, because I've seen guys that have like 7 to 10 knives in their bags, and you know, I just want this to be my only knife. And the reason why it's right here on the strap is because if I need it, I can just grab it out like that and it's good. And actually use a little bit of paracord to wrap this around. And if I need to take this off to blend in a little bit more, I can just take this off, stick it in my bag, and it'll be all good. I'm gonna start with this pouch. In here I have about 100 feet of paracord. I have a night light, as you can see, along with red so it doesn't blind your night vision. I have some work gloves, as you can see, because if I need to move any debris or climb over broken glass or barbed wire or fences or anything, I don't cut myself and have that problem. And this right here is a signaling bandana, and it's cool because this one actually has instructions in case you're ever stranded, and it's also orange for signaling. And also right here I have 2 dust masks in case I need to protect myself if there is debris, like the gloves and the glasses as well. If there is anything in the air, I have this to protect me. Have anything clog up your lungs and possibly die or anything like that in a survival situation. And you can, to be honest, I actually have a gas mask in my closet, but I'm not going to add that to this, it'll be too bulky. I have about, I want to say 3 to 6 feet, I want to say this is 6 feet of Gorilla Tape that I wrapped around a piece of cardboard. Hopefully it feels like it's still sticky, so that's pretty good to have. I also have a knife sharpener that's both ceramic. It's coarse ceramic, fine, and carbide. And you can just swipe this right here and it won't give you that razor sharp edge of your dreams, but you'll be good to go just to get by. Also, for a little bit of leisure on the downtime, if I'm ever waiting, I do have some playing cards. If you ever bug out in a situation, whether it be the wilderness, no refugee home or anything like that, you're going to want to have something to pass the time. And since I've been in Boy Scouts, I'm an Eagle Scout, we would always play cards to pass the time, and it's a great way to just get stuff off your mind. Which is different is a contractor size trash bag. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube put these in their bags. The reason why this is really good is because if I ever need to pick stuff up on the way home, if I ever need to, let's say I'm in the wilderness and I need to, let's say I want to have soft bedding, I could just fill this up with some like leaves and anything like that, and I can have a soft bed to sleep on. If this ever starts raining, I can just put this over my gear and I'll be good to go. Alright, and this is my tool pouch, my secondary pouch. As you can see, I got a very, very big first aid kit. This is more extensive than needed. This is more than 4 people. As you can see, I got some of my allergy and headache pills along with some Benadryl. I also got my inhaler as well. I actually do not have asthma. It's just I'm kind of allergic to some foods, and I found out the hard way, did not know, and I had to get rushed to the hospital. But I have that in case I ever encounter that, and I can have that ready at a moment's notice. Something also that you need to have is a trauma pack. This is so in case you anything that requires this, which is like gunshot wounds, stab wounds, anything like that, that is any kind of wound that's like very deep, that Band-Aid's not going to cut it, quick clot, and it'll get on there and it'll stop bleeding within like a couple of minutes. And it tells you what you have on the back, and you can actually use this as a medical waste as well. Alright, so I'm going to put that back in there. Something I also have is a secondary knife. This right here is a very, very basic knife that I found in my drawer. Don't know why it was in there. I sharpened this and it's getting a little dull now, but it's just a very basic secondary knife. It's not as big as my hunting knife right there, but it's going to get me by. Also, I have a permanent marker and also have 2 pens as well. And I actually do have Write in the Rain. And this, you can basically write on here, leave notes, do anything like that, leave directions, and you can literally write in the rain. You can write a note on this and water will not damage it. And this was only like $5, guys, and I really recommend getting this. And it also inches and centimeters, centimeters and inches, and it comes with this stuff, and it is really, really cool to have if you ever need to leave directions and it's raining outside. I dropped one. Next on the list actually is going to be a survival blanket. This is the Soul survival blanket from Heat Sheets. This reflects 90% of body heat, and it's wind and waterproof, and it's actually got survival instructions printed on the blanket like the bandana has. And this holds 1 to 2 people. And I also have a really old one that I found in my old bug out bag, and this one is really cool because if it's obviously high visibility, and if I'm ever with someone that needs, if I'm ever traveling, if I'm bugging out and someone needs one, I can just give it to them or anything like that, because it's actually a piece of crap, but it is what it is. This is a thermometer, a whistle, a compass, a light, and also a signaling mirror and a binoc, almost not like a binocular, but in case you just need it. And trust me, in a bug out situation, you are going to need something like this. You're going to need everything that you can possibly get your. And these are children's binoculars. Nothing to say much about this except, you know, they're not real, and well, they are real. You can see like a couple meters away, but that's about it. And last in this pouch is going to be, this is like the coolest thing I could find, but this is a mosquito coast. This is sunscreen and a mosquito repellent. This is really good to have, so that way you don't have to carry 2 containers at once, but this is really cool. I wish I would have known about this in Boy Scouts, because this would have been really helpful. So you can see this unbuckles right here, and I'll unzip this, and actually kind of deploys, as you can see. I have 2 extra strength 5-hour energies. Never had 5-hour energy in my life. Hopefully I don't need it, because I heard it tastes like medicine, tastes like shit. This is extra strength, and I got 2 of these in here. And actually, right here is supposed to be where my Cliff bars and my protein bars are at for 3 days as well. The reason why they're not here is because I've actually had to use them because I'm really hungry and they taste good. Since we're on the subject of food, in this pocket right here is beef jerky. It's actually sealed up pretty good. Beef jerky is good because it's got protein and it's got a lot of stuff to keep them moving, especially carbs. So it's good to have some of something like that, some type of protein, which I recommend just protein bars and some MREs if you can fit it in there. Now onto this pocket right here. This is my fire kit. As you can see, it's not finished. I got 2 Stormproof matches box, and I also got 2 Bic lighters as well, in case that ever happens. I also have 3 things of fire starter. This actually, 1 bag actually can light up to 4 fires, and this can burn up to 1,000 degrees, and I'm not kidding, it actually says it on here. And I got that's about 12 fires in these 3 bags, so that's pretty good to last you quite a while. And one of the last few things is, as you can see, I have about 2 days worth of clothes. The reason why I say 2 days is because the clothes that I'm going to be wearing that same day I need to bug out, that can count as this, that can count as the first day. So as you can see, I have a long sleeve shirt right here. I don't want to unroll this because it took a long time to roll. I have a short sleeve shirt, and this is black. And as you can see, this is a pretty exercise material. This is like synthetic cotton, and it's pretty good stuff. I recommend like Under Armour or something like that, just so you can keep moving and you don't have to, nothing slows you down. Right here, these are sweatpants, not sweatpants, sweat shorts, as you can see. And I don't wear these shorts, and I'm just gonna, in case I need to keep warm or anything like that, I have this. And also have some exercise shorts as well. These are very old and I'm not gonna wear them anymore, so might as well keep them in a bag. And I also have 2 pairs of socks, a pair of long socks and a pair of short socks, which will keep you going, if anything. Alright, and it's one of the last few things. I actually have a raincoat, as you can see. This is a rain tarp. I actually have one in my car. This is just an emergency poncho in case I'm not at my car at the moment, and I do have my bag, so I'm going to use this as well. Use this as well. I'll use that in an emergency. Alright. Anyway guys, that is my bug out bag. I will try to do a full extensive review, maybe of some of the new stuff that I got in the future. This is obviously my main bug out bag. A lot of people tend to carry more than one. They carry one in their vehicle, carry like a 10-day pack in their closets and everything. The main thing is, guys, while I put this on, you want to have some kind of bug out bag. The reason why I say that is because you look at what's happening in the world right now, okay? yeah, nothing, obviously a lot of major events have happened. Terrorist attacks, natural disasters. And I'm not saying this is to turn you paranoid, guys. It's not supposed to make you be paranoid. It's supposed to make you educated, so that way you're prepared with something. You can prepare while there's still peace, because you hope for the best and you prepare for the worst. Basically, you want to basically just be ready if something does happen. Now, a lot of people tend to say, well, I spend a lot of money on this stuff. Why the hell am I buying all this? It's just gonna be like a lot of money, and I don't understand why. It's just, well, you gotta understand, you gotta be willing to make that sacrifice. You gotta be thinking about your family, you gotta be thinking about your friends, yourself. What are you gonna do if something does happen? So that's why I have this. That's why you gotta have a bug out there. And this is the knife in action, so in case something does happen, that's why I have this. But anyway, guys, you have to just make sure you are prepared, because if something does happen, guys, it's better to be safe than sorry. Anytime I do have this, this knife can be used as self-defense as well. And I do recommend, guys, if you can, get your concealed handgun license and get a gun, because and put it in here, because it not only is a bug out, it's for protection, guys. This is just to protect you, to make sure you do not die. You want to survive. The elite survive, guys, and you need to ask yourself if that's who you are. Like I said, you don't need to be paranoid. You don't need to go buy like tens of thousands of gallons of water. You don't need to go spend millions on a homemade bunker. You don't need to buy a bunch of assault weapons. No, guys, I'm just saying, be smart, but be prepared, because that's the Boy Scout motto, is be prepared. That's just what this whole video is supposed to make you be. It's just prepared. Now again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will release a video why I've been gone. But for now, I'm just gonna say thank you for watching, but until next time, stay fresh.